Hello everyone, Nikhil this side from Coding Beam. So in this video we will learn that how to fetch the APIs in the React, and we have another tool to fetch the APIs in the React, which is the Axios, which is a third party library to make HTTP request. But we have an alternative to that which is already available in the JavaScript. So the fetch is used to make asynchronous HTTP requests to the backend server or the APIs. And it always returns a promise object which we can use the then and the catch statements with it. And the first parameter in the fetch contains a URL, and the second parameter contains an object which contains so many properties like method, headers and the body. And if you are sending the get request only, so you just need to send the URL and it will return you a promise object which will contain a response in that. And it returns a promise object, and we can use async and await to fetch the request in the JavaScript and the React, and we can use the then and catch statements to handle the responses and to catch the errors if there is any. So now we have to go to the Visual Studio Code to see how to work with the fetch API in the React. So now we are in the Visual Studio Code, and now to use the fetch we will use here the React hook, which is a use effect. And for the use effect, first we have to import the use effect. So it will be the use effect, and then we have to use here the use effect, and the use effect will contain a function inside it, and the function will call whenever the component will be rendered. So the use effect will be there as like the use effect, and it will contain a function in that callback, and then it will contain a parameter as the array of dependency. So now we have declared the use effect, and now to use the use effect, first we have to declare here a function. So the function, it will be the const like fetch handler, and it will be an async function for that to enable the promise based behaviors. So the async function, and it will contain a fetch in that. So now we will just await about the fetch. So the fetch will contain a fetch function will contain first the URL, and the URL will contain the URL in that, and the URL will be this https api.github.com/users, and then we have to use the then statement, and then will contain a parameter, and the parameter this time will be the response. After the fetch we will get the response, and then we will convert the response to the JSON format. So the response to JSON, and now we have converted the response to the JSON, and now we have the data inside it. And now we can use another then statement with it like then, and now the then statement will contain the data because now the fetch function will return the data after converting it to JSON. So the data will be the parameter, and then if I will now just console.log the data in it, log, so it will be the data. So if I will now save, so then you will see we have now created the fetch handler function, and then we have to call it the fetch handler inside the use effect. So the fetch handler, we will call the fetch handler. So then you will see we have now just returned here the console.log data in it. So if I will now save, and if I will now open the console in it, so the React app is there. So if I will now inspect this, so then you will see in the console there is an array of 30 elements. So if I will now expand the array, so then you will see we have now the data. So now the fetch has returned the data in it. And now if you want to show something on the screen, like if I will just show login name of the users here, so if I will now show the login name, so if I will now create a use state hook with that, so we have to create a use state hook for that, and it will be the const, and it will be like the names or the set names, and it will be equals to a use state, and it will be an empty array in that, which is a default value. And then we need to check if the data comes in the array. So if I will now go to this, so if I will now go to the api.github.com/users, so then you will see we have now the data in the array format. So we have to go to the Visual Studio Code, and then we have first to map the array with the data.map, and now the data.map will contain a function as the parameter. So the callback function will contain the D, and then we have to store the set names in that, and to store the names in that we need to use the set names, and it will add the elements to the name. And to add elements here we need to use here the previous state first, so it will contain the previous elements, and then we need to update the state, and we need to update the values in that, first giving the previous state with the spread operator, and then we need to give it to the latest value, which will be the data.login. So it will be the d.login. So if I will now save, and if I will now just console.log this there, like console.log the names. So if I will now save, then if I will now go to the Chrome, so then you will see we have now the names here. We have now all the login names here. So then you will see all the login names we have there. And now we have to render it inside the list. And to render it, if I will now create a new UL inside that UL, and the UL will contain an expression in it, and the expression will contain, like, if we have the names. So if we have the names in that, and then we have to map through the names, like names.map, and it will contain a callback function, and as the parameter as the d as the iterator, and then we need to create a new list element with the li, as we are in the UL now. So we need to create a new list element li, and the list element will be closed here, and we need to wrap this element inside the list. For that we need to create a new expression again, and it will contain the d this time. So if I will now save, and if I will now go to the Chrome, so then you will see we are now rendering the list of the names inside that. So this is how can we use the fetch API in the React. So thank you guys for watching the video, and I hope you will like the video, and guys, please subscribe to our channel if you are new.